But do you know the literal translation of 안녕하세요?
No.
No? I'll teach you. And welcome back, Anthony.
Oh, yes, thank you, sir. Everything
Okay,
is
so we're
okay
just
now.
all right, Anthony. I hope no more technical issues. We're on page 8. We're talking about adult learners. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. So my question is, do you know the literal translation of 안녕하세요?
Means
Not
hello, how
really.
are you?
I'm asking yes or no. Do you
Oh,
know?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
All right. If no, I will teach you. Ready?
Yes, please.
Ready.
Yes.
Okay. The actual meaning is, are you at peace?
Oh.
Again?
Uh,
Are
are
you
you
Are
at
you
peace?
at peace?
Yeah. Now you know. Because 안녕 means
Hello.
Yes.
Ah.
peace.
Yes.
And 하세요 is like to be.
To be.
In short, you're
Peace
declaring
peace
peace to
be with
someone.
you.
Correct. Like peace
Be
be
with you.
with you. It's
I
the same.
see.
We say that greeting to fellow Catholics, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yes. So now you see the difference between a beginner and high level learner. You don't just say the words, but you really understand them. Now I learned Korean because I had a Korean girlfriend before.
Wow. Wow.
Moms.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
Who hurt you?
Well, it was a nice experience, of course. It's part of my life goals. And anyway, let's move on to the next level. What is it?
Elementary.
Elementary level.
Yes, Teacher
Elementary
Jane,
level.
please read it.
Okay, sir. Ability to answer questions and explain simple ideas. May converse with the teacher about simple topics. Knowledgeable in basic vocabulary and grammar structure.
Thank you. Say again, structure.
Structure.
All right.
Structure.
So imagine your elementary level student is Mr. Chan. Can you ask him a question like, Mr. Chan, what is your job? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, show me. You have to show me a
Yes.
thumb. Yes
Huh?
or no? I don't see the others. Come on. It's already 12:07. Let's hurry up. Okay. Correct answer is yes, you can. Yes, because even children understand that question. It's very basic. Okay? And expect jobs to be part of your topics when dealing with adult learners. Now, let's go. Next level, teacher Jenny.
Intermediate. Able to express opinion and preferences, or fluent in conversing with others. Ability to use vocabulary, idioms, and expressions.
Thank you. Teachers, what's this level?
Intermediate.
Intermediate.
Everyone?
Intermediate.
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 Thank
Intermediate.
you.
Intermediate.
Now, when we say that word, does it have a J sound?
Yes. Intermediate.
Correct
Intermediate.
answer is there should be no J sound.
No.
Intermediate.
Yeah, I'll call.
Intermediate.
I will call. Wait, I'll call some of you to say it. Jenny.
Um, intermediate.
Not mediate, but mediate. Yet.
Mediate.
Mediate. Again.
Intermediate. Intermediate.
Immediate.
Mediate.
Good.
Intermediate.
There. Next, Liami.
Intermediate.
Again.
Intermediate.
Okay. Next, Josephine. Josephine. Oh no, she lost her voice. How about Loella?
Intermediate.
Good. How about Jane? Again?
Intermediate.
Oh, I still hear the J. There should be a D. Mediate.
Intermediate.
I still hear a J sound. It's a D.
Intermediate.
Mediate.
Intermediate.
Date.
Jet. Intermediate.
Jane, do the D sound. The.
The.
It's like a
Diet.
date.
Say diet. Diet.
Intermediate.
Yeah, okay. How about Josephine? Did you hear her, teachers?
No.
No. Josephine, fix your headset or else you will reschedule. All right. But we're not yet done with that the pronunciation. We should make the first T sound like a soft D. So we should say intermediate.
Intermediate.
Yeah,
Intermediate.
just like international, internet, call center, and 20, 21, 22, 23. Some people say it's a silent T, but not really silent. It's more like a soft D or a held D sound. Okay. All right. Let's continue. What's the last level? Upper.
Upper intermediate. Intermediate.
Let's say it correctly. Intermediate.
Intermediate.
Upper intermediate.
Upper
Right.
intermediate.
Upper intermediate.
Yes. Let's
Intermediate.
call
Upper
Josephine.
intermediate.
Upper intermediate. Can you hear me?
Yes. Continue.
Okay. Can elaborate opinion and answers. Very fluent, with good accent and intonation with speaking. Able to use more complex grammar, structures, and vocabulary more accurately.
Thank you, Josephine. So teachers, imagine Mr. Chan is now upper intermediate level. Can you ask him a question like, Mr. Chan, what do you think is the most fulfilling thing about your career? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Correct answer is yes, you can. In short, you can now ask him Miss Universe level questions.
Questions.
How about you, teachers? What do you think is your level?
Upper
Hello?
intermediate.
Upper intermediate.
Okay, there are two upper intermediate. How about the others? Secret?
Upper.
Okay, wait, no pressure. If you don't know yet, let's not guess. But you have to know what your level is because you also need to know every student's level. So to help you with that, I'll give a homework. Do you have your notes?
Yes, we have a
Okay.
notepad.
Ready? CEFR. Done? What's your homework? CEFR.
CEF.
CEFR.
Yeah, please study the CEFR levels. Done? Okay, let's go to the next topic. What is it?
It's
What are the
what are
different
the different 5
Different.
Different?
What are the
5-1
different
lessons?
lessons?
Yeah, so let's look at page 10. You'll see the top 2 best-selling lessons for young learners. Please read it, Trisha.
5 Talk lesson for young learners. CE Junior PDF version, composed of 25 pages, engaging activity to get the students interested in the lesson. CE Junior H5 version. Interactive template in lesson in each lesson engaging content that lets the students manipulate the tools in the classroom.
Thank you, Tricia. But say again the word, not the word, but the letter H.
H.
Again,
H.
H. Say H5.
H5.
Good. Teachers, what do you think is the difference between the two versions?
The
Hmm.
first one
The second one is more
is
interactive. And
the
How about
second
Anthony?
one.
Okay. The second one is most interactive
So you have
because
to say H5 is more.
Interactive.
H5 is more
Okay. It's more
interactive.
engaging and interactive.
Right.
Imagine you're playing a mobile game. While the PDF version, imagine you're just holding a hard copy of the book. Now go to page 11. It's time for adult learners. You will see there are three categories. What are they?
Major,
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 minor,
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 and
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 elective.
elective lessons.
All right, let's look at page 12. And what's the first type?
The major.
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 Yes, this is major. Please read it, Anthony.
Okay. Mainly for students who would like to study general English, which includes the four major English skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Materials and topics are set within everyday experiences. This is for the student to learn how to interact and communicate with other people about their daily lives through the use of the English language.
All right, well said. So, teachers, what are the topics about?
English.
Everyday
Major English.
experiences.
Speaking, listening.
Again, somebody said the right answer.
Major English skills.
It's for everyday experiences.
Okay, Maria,
everyday
correct.
experience.
Everyday experiences. Just look at that picture, teachers. Look at that picture. What's that example of an everyday experience with family?
Having
Yeah.
dinner
Dinner.
together.
Yes. So these
Having
are the
some
topics
fun
you
with the
about,
family.
yeah, about things you do every day. The very, what's that? Very simple topics.
Right.
Now on page 13, this is minor. These are the more specialized topics.
Business.
Kia, please read it.
Type of lesson minor business English. Focuses on the vocabulary and topics used throughout the business world and the communication skills needed in the workplace. Interview English for students who are preparing for advanced English interviews and learn how to successfully answer other common interview questions. IE, IELTS
IELTS.
for students who plan to take one of the most popular English proficiency tests, IELTS.
Thank you. So teachers, what's the first?
Business English.
Business
Business
Correct.
English.
Business English.
And to help you prepare for that, we can start by studying business jargons. But what are jargons?
Words that are
Unfamiliar
used for a
words.
specific
Again, Luella?
field. These are the words that are used for a specific field.
Very good. Specific field or profession.
Right.
Excuse me. Like in business, what words should you know? You have to know synergize, leverage, ROI, even accounting and taxation terms. Now, what's next? Next is interview English, and this is
Interview.
also easy if you prepare for the best answers to common but challenging questions. Please give me an example.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
But tell me
Jargon.
about yourself is not a question.
Ah,
I need a question.
What are your
What is
experiences?
Okay,
how much
Job?
is how much is your
What are
expected
your
salary?
past work experiences?
Yes. What are your past work experiences? What else? That's so easy. Give me
What
a
is your
challenging question.
How
strength
do you see
and
yourself
weaknesses?
Why
five
should we
years from
hire?
now?
Okay, why should we hire you? What are your strengths or weaknesses?
Ah,
And also the situational questions. Be ready for questions like, what will you do if you caught your boss cheating? Or, excuse me, how do you handle conflict with a teammate or supervisor? Or, how will you sell shampoo to a bald person? Okay. Then the last one is let's all
IELTS?
say IELTS.
IELTS. IELTS.
Again,
Yes.
slowly, slowly.
IELTS.
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 Okay. This is usually taken by people who plan to work or study in a country where English is the native language. So aside from the US, what other
Canada,
countries? Yeah, Canada.
Canada.
More.
Europe.
Australia, New Zealand.
Australia. Korea?
Australia, New
New
Zealand.
York.
Okay. New York, is that a country?
No,
Oh,
No,
it's
it's a
No,
city.
I
state.
no.
said I
State.
said country. Please study geography, okay? So countries, I said the US, that already
Canada.
includes New York, okay? Canada, Australia, the
New
New
Zealand.
UK.
Zealand.
All right.
Right.
How about the Philippines? What's the native language?
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Filipino.
Filipino.
Tagalog.
Filipino, or we call
Filipino.
it Tagalog.
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 Right. How about in China?
Chinese.
Mandarin,
Mandarin.
Mandarin. Mandarin.
So Mandarin, what else?
Cantonese.
Hokkien.
Cantonese and Hokkien.
Hokkien.
Right. Okay. Next, page 14. The last type is elective. Please read it, Job.
Type of lesson, elective. Geared towards students who would like to improve on their speaking and communication skills. Free talk. A lesson that focuses on conversations, but still with a lesson flow and a set of target language to be followed. Daily English. Students learn vocabulary and expressions they may use in daily situations. Travel English. Students learn conversations and interactions they may experience in an English-speaking environment.
Thank you. But please say the word situation. Situation.
Situation.
Situations.
So there's
Situations.
Situation.
a ch sound. Chu situation.
Situations.
Situation.
Situation.
So even if you see letter T, what's the sound? It should be
TH.
CH.
Situation.
TH.
Or you
Situations.
can add. You can imagine you're
Situation.
adding CH. So you say sit, and then chew. Situation.
Situations.
Situation.
Situation.
All right.
Situations.
Now, teachers, what's the first?
Free talk.
Free talk.
Free talk. Yes. When we say free, does it mean you don't need to prepare for a topic?
No.
No.
Uh,
Depends on the
No,
learner.
it's correct.
yes,
Because
it's on the spot.
in fact, you have to prepare a lot in advance. Speaking from experience, these students are confident enough to talk to you about
Anything.
anything under the sun. It can be topics like microbiology, astrophysics, quantum mechanics, cryptocurrency, bitcoins, the most typical nose bleeding topics. So, how do you prepare for that? You need a lot of,
Research.
Tissues.
Issue.
excuse me, I'm really sick and I'm oily. I look ugly.
Is it okay to ask the students
Hmm.
what which topic he or she would like to talk about?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Can we talk
okay.
about food?
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
okay to ask
All
them
right.
Maneuvers.
whatever
Yes.
they want. That's why I'm telling you, you have to know everything.
Everything. Okay.
Okay.
That's actually a very dangerous, or that is actually the most dangerous question ever. To ask someone, what do you want to talk about, Mr. Chan? Oh, okay, teacher. I wanna
To
talk
talk.
about quantum dynamics and mechanics, teacher.
Oh, that's awesome.
By asking that question, you're shooting yourself on the foot. Okay? So what question should you avoid? Which question should you avoid? The most dangerous question ever?
What
Uh,
do you wanna
to
what do you
talk
wanna
What
you
do
about?
you
talk
Wanna
want to
about?
talk
talk
about
about?
what
so it's always you
You
should
will
always
only
drive.
say that if you are so confident with your English skills and you know everything. Yes. Okay. You get what I mean?
Yes.
But what's the technique? Offer topics.
a
If you
topic.
want to ask, you offer. You can say,
Uh,
Mr. Chan, do you want to talk about astrophysics, quantum mechanics, cryptocurrency, blockchaining, NFTs, bitcoins? Because by saying that, you are prepared. Got it?
exactly.
Got it.
They offer things, topics you know. And best if there's a topic in the lesson, so better talk about something related to it. Okay. So what should you read every day to prepare? What's the most useful to
Daily
read every?
news.
Yes,
Britannica
the daily
Encyclopedia.
news. Daily news around the world. By doing that, you can also know the news about China and you can avoid sensitive topics. Okay, let's go to the next. Daily English. Oh, this is so easy if you already mastered the first. It's very similar to classic English or major. Anthony, don't use your bunny to wipe your mucus. You might accidentally show that to the student. All right. So daily English again. This is very similar to major or classic English. And then what's the last?
Travel
Last
English.
Travel.
is
Yes.
travel.
But
Wow.
by the way, who already experienced traveling abroad? Please raise your hands. Let me see. Let me see. Only Josephine and I. Oh, okay. Josephine, where did you travel?
Taiwan.
Ah, why did you choose Taiwan?
Nearest.
Pardon?
Nearest.
It that's it.
Nearest. And
That's
that's it.
That's your
Beautiful. It's
reason
also
because it's the
beautiful.
nearest
how
and
Beautiful
it's
much is
country.
the
beautiful.
budget if you want to go abroad, like in Taiwan?
What
Like
will
the
you do there? You're
estimate
going to tour? Tour, you pretty much prefer 200,000
oh,
process.
200,000.
200,000 pesos
Yes.
for a tour? Mm.
Tour only.
It's for
Oh,
how
okay.
many months, or is it just for 1 week, or
It depends.
How many months, Anthony?
how many months of free vacation?
You can chat with her later. Okay.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
chat
thank
later.
you. All right. But well, as we can see, not a lot of people have experience traveling abroad.
Right.
But I think you still know. You should still know basic expressions used at the airport or on the plane. So let's
Yes.
check your travel vocabulary. First question. What do we call the things we can bring with us inside the plane?
Luggage.
Luggage.
Carry
Handbag.
on.
Luggage? No.
Carry on
Passport.
luggage.
Handbag? No.
Hand carry.
Handbag.
Wait. Lowella.
Passport.
Sir,
Lowella.
hand carry.
Hand carry what? There's a missing word.
And carry items.
Hand carry
What's the missing word,
bags.
teachers?
Bag,
Not bags.
Hand carry luggage.
Korea?
Hand carry
luggage,
luggage.
Hand carry
Hand
luggage.
Luggage. Sounds like
Baggage. Hand carry
Loads,
baggage.
hand carry load.
Oh, wait, Job?
Hand carry baggage.
That's it. Teachers, what's the complete answer?
Hand
Hand
carry
carry
baggage.
baggage.
All right. But don't teach that to your students. You know why? Hmm?
No.
No, I'll tell you. It's because even if it's English, it's only used here in the Philippines.
They don't understand.
We cannot say that, not just to Chinese people. We cannot say that if we're in another country because hand carry is only in the Philippines. So what's the correct term?
Baggage.
Well, I'll give a
Carry
clue.
on.
If you say baggage, that's correct, but not hand carry. So, Maria, what's your answer?
Carry on baggage or carry on.
There. Again, I said it's a baggage, but what? Maria, complete term?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Baggage.
Baggage. Very good. So let's all congratulate Teacher Maria for passing this training today. The others can reapply after 2 weeks. But thank you for trying. Bye. Happy for you, Maria. You're now a flight attendant. Congratulations. But wait, what about the others? Do you want to pass?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give a second chance. Do you give second chances?
Of course.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next question is, now that you know there are English terms but only used in the Philippines, what do we call them? Give me the word.
Terminologies.
Hmm? Hmm?
Pardon, sir?
Can you
Again?
repeat it again, sir?
Okay. Now that you know there are English terms only used in the Philippines, what do we call them? Give me the word.
Local words.
Native
I said
vocabulary.
English only in the Philippines. What do we call English only in the Philippines? Give me the word.
Native language.
What's our native language? Filipino. We answered that earlier, right? I said English. I said English.
Philippine English?
Philippine expression.
Ah, Job, that's a smart guess. And it's very close, Job. It's very
Philippine
Standard.
close.
English.
If you said
Filipino?
Philippine English, that's very close.
Philippine
Come on.
English expressions.
Come on.
Filipino English words.
Tagalog.
No, of course not
Oh.
Tagalog. We're talking about English. Is hand carry Tagalog? It's English. Next.
Filipino English vocabulary.
Mhm.
Taglish.
Borrowed English.
I said no Tagalog. Why Taglish?
Slang?
What does slang mean, teachers? Slang means very informal language, mostly used only in speech. We have Filipino slang like Lodi, Pet Malu, Jeprox, Ermats, Erpats. Those are Filipino slang words. Next. Come on, Job. You already said a very close answer. Really, 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 really close.
Philippine English expressions.
Maria, that's a bit close. But I said, give me the word, right? I gave a clue. I said the word. How many words do I mean? If I said the word,
Just one.
just one.
Expression.
I gave a clue. The
System.
word. Hmm? Trisha?
System.
System what?
Philippine English System.
What is that one word?
This is
Terminologies.
But what terminologies? That's not complete. Final answer. Give up.
Seems like we have no idea, sir.
Mm, okay. Maria, no more ideas. So how about the others? Give up? Hmm? Come on, give up.
Vocabulary. Philippine.
Teachers, check the time. It's already 12:34. Come on, we want to finish. Give up?
Yeah, give up, sir.
Okay.
English.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to know when to give up. So you will know the answer. And it is called philippinisms. Again.
Philippinisms.
Now you
Philippinism.
know. Again, what are philippinisms?
Words
Words
that are
that
only
are
used.
only
Wait.
What words? English.
English words that are only used
English
in the
words.
Philippines.
Right. An example is hand carry. So for your last chance, this is the easiest part. Give me an example. Go. This is the easiest. Just give an example.
Um, like dirty kitchen.
So if that's a Philippinism, give us the right term. Maria. So what should we teach our students instead of saying to them dirty kitchen? My mom went to the dirty kitchen.
Just the kitchen.
Just
Went
the
to the
kitchen. Yes. Correct.
Get all you can.
Okay, Maria got points. Next, Jenny.
Get all you can, sir.
All right, Jenny, to get your points, instead of eat all you can, what's the right term?
Buffet.
Eh. Steal. Who
Wait.
knows the answer? Steal. Clue. Rearrange the words to get the right answer. Rearrange the words. Come on. Steal. Come on. You just have
Eat
4
anything
letters.
you can.
All you can eat.
Job?
All you can eat.
Correct. Very good, Job. All you can eat. Yeah. So you will know the restaurant is legit if they use the term all you can eat buffet restaurant. Maybe that's a fake restaurant if they're using the term eat all you can. Maybe they just didn't study English. Next.
Salvage.
Julia?
Brown out.
Ref. It should be.
refrigerator.
Oh, what's the short term? Fridge.
Fridge.
Yes, fridge. Next.
Brown out.
Xerox.
Raise your hand.
Parking lots.
Raise your hand. I don't see you. Raise your hand. Oh, Jane.
Brown out.
Correct. It should be
Power shortage.
blackout or
Blackout.
Blackout.
power outage. Next, Liam. Liam, your turn.
Xerox.
Again,
Xerox.
It should be,
Photocopy.
yes, photocopy. What is a Xerox, teachers?
It's a machine.
It's a brand.
Brand of the machine.
Yes. What's the machine?
Photo.
What's the machine?
A photocopier machine.
It's a photocopier, and the brand is Xerox.
Xerox.
But if you want to have a copy of the document, you say photocopy.
Photocopier.
Photocopy.
So if you want to speak in Taglish, you can say, ate, pa-photocopy naman. Not pa-Xerox. Or pa-Xerox, ate. Next, Josephine.
How about open and close the light? You say turn off the light or turn
Yes.
the light.
Also, don't tell your students to open or close the camera.
Yes.
Only turn on or switch on. Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. We got some examples, but there's more. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time, so that's your homework, okay? Yes. Now let's go to page 15. This is it, the main topic, teachers. What is it?
How do we teach
How do we
51
teach 51 talk lessons?
All right. Can we do this quickly because it's almost quarter to 1, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Excuse me. Page 16 is the lesson flow. Let's memorize the parts. What are they?
Warm
up,
Warm up, lesson proper, wrap up.
Warp up.
Yes. What's under lesson proper?
It is about the topic.
The
Under lesson
greetings.
proper,
Greetings. Ay,
under lesson
The
proper
topics
is
to be
P,
discussed.
P, P. Did you do your homework? What is PPP? That's your new homework, teachers. You have to study the PPP teaching method. Now let's imagine your first booking today. First booking today is at 1 p.m. What's that in military time?
13 o'clock. 1300.
1300. How about 10 p.m.?
2200.
2200. What about 3 p.m.?
1500.
Good.
100.
Yes, teachers memorize military time because many teachers are late or absent because of that. Okay. Now, how early can you enter the classroom?
5 minutes.
30 minutes before
10
the
minutes.
class.
10 minutes
10
before
minutes.
the
Wow, so many answers.
5 minutes.
We only need one answer, right?
5.
It
30
should
minutes.
be 2 to 3 minutes before the class.
Okay.
So later, if you have a class, can you enter the classroom at 12:59?
No.
No.
You still
So-
can, of course. How about 12:58?
Yes.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't enter when it's already 1300 because you might already be a few seconds late, right? That's why we tell you enter 2 minutes before 1 p.m. 3 minutes, it's okay. Usually I enter 2 or even 1 minute before the class. Okay, you can do that. But where's the classroom?
AC.
AC, yes. Did you download AC?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Can you prepare the lessons in advance?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course you can. Where can you find the copy of the lesson?
Lesson material
Where is it?
in the
And the AC.
Is
AC?
no.
No,
in
sorry.
the
It's my page.
My page.
in my
You have to
page.
know it's in your
My
My Page
page.
account.
Page.
Where in My Page?
Lesson
Booking management.
material.
Where can
My
you see the bookings?
shift management.
Lesson management. Booking
no.
schedule.
All right. The answer is in my booking schedules. Click the
Okay.
student's
lesson
name. Click the student's name and look for the link to download a copy. Did you
Okay.
get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So where's the copy? Where?
In the computer.
Where can you get the copy?
You have to download it.
Download it. it
Where?
in the booking
From
schedule.
my page
Okay,
and
it's
then
in the
CBT
my
of the
booking
start.
In the
schedule.
booking schedule
All
of my
right, click
page.
the student's name. You can prepare those lessons in advance. Save them in a folder. All right, save them in a folder. Folder for adults, folder for young learners. Now, it's almost time for the class. It's already 12:58. How can you start the lesson or start the class? You should
Open and clock in.
click, click,
Click
what?
start.
Not start. In AC,
Enter classroom.
Enter
Enter.
Under
enter.
Enter
classroom.
Enter the
classroom.
classroom.
Who said start? Where can we see the start button? The start button is in your My Page account,
My page.
right? But to start the class, don't click start. Click enter classroom. Okay?
Okay.
So let's go to page 17. You're already inside the classroom. What do you do first?
Greeting.
You must greet
Right.
your student.
Now imagine
Motion.
your
Wow.
student is an adult. Can you greet him like this? Hello, my name
No.
is Eman, and this is
No.
my friend Draco. Say hi to Draco. Hi. Oh, now say hello. Hello. Oh, can you do this?
Yes.
No.
Oh no,
No.
no,
No.
this is only for
Kids.
Young
Yeah.
Kid,
learner.
young
Young
learners.
Young
learners.
Okay.
learner.
Be careful. Let's go to page 19. Is this for the young or adult learners?
Young.
Young
Young.
learners.
Young.
Young.
How did you know? How can you
Warm
tell
up
this?
song.
Because
Ah, yes.
there's a warm up
Obviously the song.
too
But what if the
little,
student
too
no,
late.
wait. What if the teacher doesn't know the song? Does it mean it's the end of her career?
No.
No, sir.
No.
No. What
You
should you
Practicing
can
do?
before
you can make up a
class.
tune.
Okay, correct. Practice before the class. Okay, every day you have to go to YouTube, learn and practice songs. So by the time you have bookings, you can be more confident and prepared. But what if you really did not have time to watch or learn the songs? What is plan B?
Uh, make
You have
up a
to
You
tune.
should really spare time.
Plan.
Plan B, make your own.
Yes.
Make your own tune.
Tune.
Yeah,
Yes.
same
Oh.
lyrics, your own tune.
Good. Blackbird sitting on a hill.
Tune.
So as long as it's engaging, it's fun, your student is smiling and participating, then that's okay. How about adults? On page 21, is this for them?
yes.
Yes. So for obvious
This is
reasons,
a
you
dialogue.
can see the layout. It's more simple. There's no song. Now go to page 22. We will learn the first P. What is it?
Presentation.
Yes. What are the three things you will present?
Vocabulary,
Vocabulary,
phrases, and dialogue.
Right.
Dialogue.
Let's focus on the dialogue part. Teacher Liami, please read it.
Dialogue. Read the dialogue with the student. Exchange rules with the student. Correct mispronounced words. Ask concept checking questions. Ask extension question.
All right. Teachers, what are concept checking questions or CCQs?
Questions to check if the student has fully understood what they have read.
Correct. Because in short, we cannot assume that they always listen or understand. We have to check. And I will give you now a bonus. I'll tell you the most ineffective question you should avoid. You know what many teachers say? They always say, "Did you understand?" Why is that question not effective?
Because they will all say yes or no.
Correct again, Maria. It's so easy to say yes, teacher,
But they don't.
but they don't. So we call that a close-ended question. You expect the answer, yes or no. So we should ask open-ended questions. Please give me an example.
Any questions?
Again, Anthony?
Do you have any questions with regards
Oops,
with the lesson?
Anthony, the moment you say do, automatically that's close-ended. Like, do you understand? Yes, teacher. The moment you say do, that's a close-ended question.
You took a sentence from the
Maria.
from the story and then you ask it what do you think this person said, or what do you think? Use
Oh, wait,
the
wait. Avoid saying you think because you're just asking opinion.
uh,
Opinion is not about checking understanding of the lesson. So just say, according to this sentence, what does the man mean? Or what does the girl mean according to this sentence? Then you circle the sentence. So what's your question? What does the girl mean? When she said blah 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 blah. When she said, "Oh, you know what? I'm really busy with my study, so I cannot be in a relationship." What do girls mean by that? They mean they don't like the man. Yes, Julia? Yeah? The man is courting, and you will say, "Oh, I'm busy with my studies."
Study first.
It means busted. Okay, what else?
You're you're gonna let the student choose
Mm,
between two objects. For
mm,
example, you have some cake
mm. Cake
and
and
fruit.
fruit. Mm.
Okay, you're gonna ask the student which one is the fruit and what is the name of the fruit.
Very good. So first open-ended question is which one is a fruit? You can give numbers like number one or number two. Teacher, number one. Very good. Okay. When you show objects or pictures, if there's no label like number or letter, tell them one or two. Okay.
Yes.
So for choices, you ask which, of course. How about how? How? For
how do you
example,
say this word?
yeah. Again?
How do you pronounce or say this word?
Well, okay, you can do that. But let's use
Numbers.
something for comprehension check.
Or
Um,
comprehend?
there's a story about Timmy who went to the market. He bought something like apples. So how many
Apples did he buy?
apples did
Apples.
he
Did
buy?
he buy?
Teacher, 5. Very good. Then why? Why did Timmy buy the apples? Give me an answer. Because his mom is going to what? Bake
Make
An
apple
apple
pie.
pie.
Apple
an
pie.
apple
Apple
pie.
pie.
Okay, very good. So how many apples did Timmy buy?
5.
Five.
Pie.
5. For what? For the
Or
Apple
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 pie.
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 And who will bake it?
Mother.
Mother.
His
Mommy.
Mommy.
mom.
Mimi's mother.
Okay, so we learn to ask open-ended questions. They are what, when, where, how, and why. You can add which if there are multiple choices. Which? Now go to page 24. We'll practice presenting the target word. What's the pink word?
Fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Now remember, there are two rules when you present that word, the target word. Number one is to say it slowly to be understood. But number two, even if you say it slowly, say it with high energy. Got it?
Okay.
So all together
Yeah.
at the count of three. At the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Fruit.
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 There. Okay, the energy is good enough, but imagine,
Fruit.
excuse me, imagine the student still looks bored or sleepy. So instead of just saying the word, what else can you do?
Uh,
Show.
Show
Show
them.
Show!
pictures.
Yes,
show
that's the
him
Show
the
word.
them.
fruit
Combine the two, say and show. Like
and
this.
then eat.
Fruit! Teachers,
Mm,
get your fruit now. Go, let's
go
practice.
ahead
Or
and
your
eat it.
toy, any toy. Fruit!
Oh, it's a
Everyone,
fruit.
any object, any object. Your phone, your
Fruit.
mouse, your
Oh,
sock.
this
Fruit.
is a fruit.
Fruit.
Okay,
This is
any
a
Mmm,
object.
fruit.
Now, there
yummy.
are rules
Fruit.
again. When you show objects, it should be close to the camera, but not covering your face.
Face.
Okay? Now look, let's ask CCQs. What? What is my fruit?
A
Banana.
A banana?
Banana.
Yeah. So next CCQ. How do we eat a banana?
Peel it.
Peel
Peel
up
it.
Peel
Yes.
Peel.
Peel off
Peel it.
what? Peel off
Peel up
what?
the
What?
the
The
skin.
skin
The
skin.
of the
skin.
banana.
Very
Skin.
The
good. Let's
skin of
see.
the
Let's see.
banana.
Let's see the skin. One,
Two.
two. What's inside? It's a
Three.
blue panda for you. Yay! So hopefully the student is not bored or sleepy anymore. This is a
Hmm.
bonus tip. If you really want to earn more money, you invest in the best teaching materials.
Where did
Makes
you buy
sense?
your material, sir?
Oh, if you want to know where, PM is key, COD. Mine. And you can choose if you want my blue banana, my plain banana, my chocolate sundae banana. Okay, PM is key. Mine. Just
Yes.
kidding.
Yellow basket.
Well, I bought them in the big department stores. Sorry, I can't say the name because they don't sponsor me.
Oh,
But you know, those Chinese-owned department stores. You know what I mean?
SM.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shh.
No.
Oh,
They don't sponsor you. Don't say the name. Okay, let's continue. Page 25. After teaching, what's the next step? Ask CCQs. But to be effective, should it be open or closed-ended?
Open-ended.
Open.
Open-ended.
Okay, and then finally, page 26. Another question.
Follow-up question.
Follow up.
Follow-up
Alright.
questions.
Now, what's the difference? If it's a follow-up question, you can say close-ended questions, but make it more personalized. How? How? Your question should include the word you or your. Like what? Do you like apples? Do you like animals? Those are personalized. Okay? Now let's go. Let's jump to page 29. What's this presentation?
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Okay, and it's another homework. Ready? I want you to study IPA symbols. Who knows what it stands for? IPA. You know?
IPA.
Yeah?
International
Ah.
Pronunciation Academy.
International Phonetic Alphabet.
Okay, correct. International Phonetic Alphabet.
Alphabet.
So these are the sounds. Or no, the symbols of the sounds, okay? The symbols of the sounds of the letters. So each letter sound, for letters, there can be 1, 2, or even 3 sounds. You have to know the symbols for those sounds. Now, why? Because this is part of the lesson memo. When do teachers make lesson memos?
after each
After.
lesson.
After each lessons.
But let's add the word immediately. Immediately after
Immediately
the class.
after each lesson.
Immediately after
Immediately.
Because if the student, or no, if the teacher forgot to submit the lesson memo on time, you know what will happen?
You will not be paid.
Penalized.
penalty.
You won't be able to.
You will be marked absent and pay the penalty. Do you want that?
No.
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 No. So what's the key word? Immediately.
Immediately.
With a D, okay? Immediate, not
Immediate.
immediate again.
Immediate.
Immediately.
Immediately.
What's
Immediate.
the J sound again?
Immediate.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Immediate.
Ah, there. Okay.
Immediate.
D.
Just
D.
kidding.
Immediate.
We're just having
Like
fun here.
media. You don't say social
Media.
media, right? Social
No media.
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 Social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Media.
What else? When you
Media.
buy
Like
clothes, you don't say size medium. Medium.
Medium.
Miss
Medium.
Lihat
Medium.
medium. Medium.
Not this. Medium. Okay.
Medium.
Anyway, so let's continue. Page 31. In the
Page.
lesson, if there's a dialogue activity, this is easy to
I
remember.
like to draw.
Okay?
I like
Just
to draw
act
too.
naturally.
Yes,
Okay,
come.
let's
But be
read.
careful.
Try.
Usually, a big problem is when the teacher reads too fast. So read naturally,
I
but
like
slowly
to
to be
draw
understood.
too.
I like to draw.
There. That's a good pacing. Pacing. That's a good pacing. As for me,
Here
I like
is
to. Yeah. Sometimes there are
I
like
like,
pauses, yeah, between words.
but if it's adult, you don't have to say that.
Yeah. Or actually, teachers do that first so that you can follow. Then do it again and say it more naturally. Now, on page 33, you will see the second P. What is it?
3. Practice.
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 Yes, because practice makes
Perfect.
Permanent.
perfect.
Permanent.
Actually, practice makes us remember. Yeah. It's permanent when we always
Practice makes
remember.
us learn.
Alright.
Okay. Let's look at an example on page 37. You should see a practice
37.
activity for your adult
Oh, I
learner.
love teaching.
Teachers, what is it? What's the activity?
Practice
Conversation.
conversation.
Oh, fill in the wait.
Blanks.
Before fill in the blanks, it's a role play. Okay.
Oh,
Play.
there's a role play.
But why is there a fill in the blank activity? You're checking if they can remember. Right?
Right.
Yes.
Practice makes
Yes.
perfect, but practice makes you remember.
Remember.
Right.
Then what's the result if you remember? All the sentences there will be perfect. That's the point. And do you see the red words in arrows?
Yes.
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 Remember,
Yes.
students don't see them. That's your secret guide. Yeah? Okay? That's a teacher's guide. Now, finally, teachers, page 38. We're almost done. What's the last P?
Production.
Yeah,
Production.
production. Before you end the class, why do you need this part?
Uh, to check
Hmm?
the students' understanding.
Make them remember.
Review.
A review.
Review,
Summarize.
summarize,
Application.
and application. So in short,
So-
before you go, you're checking if you actually produced a smarter person today.
Mm.
Okay? Then, how do we end the class? What's the last part?
Wrap up.
Yes,
Wrap
wrap up. So first, do a quick review. You will simply enumerate what they learned, then give your feedback, and then to
Closing
say
remark.
goodbye. Yes, to say goodbye properly, it's the closing remark. Okay? That's the time you say thank you. And then something like, Draco will be
It's my
happy to
pleasure
see
to
you
meet
again for the
you.
next class, okay? And when you do a good job, he will give you more bananas, okay? So that's the last part,
Okay.
your last chance to convince your student to book again. How will you convince them? Showing something they want to see again.
Again.
Maybe they don't want to see this face again because it's ugly. They don't like it. But they want to see a funny, friendly face.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. We don't have to look like celebrities to get the students. You also need to use the best materials. Okay. Now, let's look at an example on page 41. Is that for kids?
Yes.
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 Yes. So again, what do we do first? On the left side, look at the guide. First is quick review.
Quick review.
Okay, after enumerating what they should have learned, the next step is feedback.
Feedback.
Okay, why do you need feedback? Because they don't always learn everything, and you have to tell them. What do you tell them? Basically, the strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Then finally, for the adults, go to page 43. Do you see the summary with many blanks?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. But what if the student is also blank? He cannot remember the answers. How
You
will you help?
can type it manually.
Give hints.
Assist.
You give what?
Hints.
Hints. Very good answer. Because for adults, we don't spoon feed answers, but we
Ah,
still try to help them remember by giving hints.
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 How about young learners? Can we give away or spoon feed answers?
Some.
Hmm?
Young learners.
Yeah, it's more
Yes.
acceptable, especially if you see they are really struggling. Okay, that's it. You're done with your class. But wait. There's something to do after class. What is it?
Lesson
Lesson
memo.
memo, correct. But if the student was absent, do you have to do it?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Absent student, no lesson memo. But wait, you need proof.
Screenshot.
What's your proof?
Screenshot.
Screenshot.
How many screenshots?
One.
Only one.
Uh-oh, not one.
Three.
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 There should be three.
Three.
Okay. My rule is the more screenshots, the better. You have more proof that the student did not enter the classroom. So how many minutes do you have to wait in the classroom before you mark them absent?
15 minutes.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
So if it's 15 minutes, 15 minutes, that's one screenshot for every
Minute.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
You see
So
the
20
logic?
minutes
That's why it
screenshot.
should be 3 screenshots. But what do you do with the screenshots? Post them in your FB account?
No.
No.
No
You save it
way,
on your
that's not
desktop.
allowed. You should
Upload
what?
it
Upload it.
Upload.
Where?
On your desktop.
AC.
in the lesson
Upload
AC,
on
memo
your
not
page.
AC. Not AC. It's also in
My
my page
Near
page.
my page.
in lesson history. How do you do that? By clicking the mark student absent. Yeah, it's just beside the lesson memo, right? Am I right?
Yes.
So you will see in lesson history, lesson memo, and mark student absent.
Absent.
All right. Last scenario. What if you only had the lesson for 17 minutes? Do you still need to make the lesson memo?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Why yes?
Because you've
Because
conducted
the moment you
Because you conduct a lesson.
Yes. And number one, you cannot consider the student absent. That's
Right.
impossible, correct?
right.
And number two, I told you, you had the lesson. Even if it was not complete, only 17 minutes, you have to make the lesson memo. Because again, if you don't make the lesson memo, what will happen?
Absent.
Mark
Absent.
absent.
And
Pay the
and
penalty.
pay the
Penalized.
penalty.
How much is the
All
penalty,
right, that's
teacher?
clear. Teachers, it's already 107. Actually, we're almost done. If you just look at the last pages in the module, those are for your self-preparation and reminders about the taboo topics. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But teachers, since I will not or I cannot chat or talk to you anymore, if you will have questions, who can you contact?
51 Talk support.
Support. Can you look at Skype? I sent the link if you don't have it yet.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Please react. Please react if you see it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's a heart. But there's more. Not just the lesson support team or support team. You can contact coaches. They also have this MS Teams meeting. but in a different link. So I'll send you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please react if you see Express. We call it Express support.
Yes.
Okay, please
Yes,
react.
sir. Okay,
And
sir.
if you find that helpful, please click the like button and hit the subscribe button below. If you want more content, oh, that's a different script. So what time are they available?
During
10
weekdays, it's
a.m.
8
1500 to
o'clock to
1700.
7:00.
Okay, so 10 a.m. to 5
Weekends,
p.m. and weekends 3 to 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
What topic or what issues can you talk about with them? Your issues about bookings, your attendance, absences, lates, attendance issues, trainings,
Coaching.
coaching, yeah. And trainings, because we have other trainings. Actually, you can book the webinars. They are free, okay? Book the webinars because that's the next step. Some people ask me, trainer, after NTT, what's next? I have bookings, but what else do we do? You can book the webinars. Okay? So you can meet other trainers and teachers and learn more. All right. And then before we go, I'm going to send now the feedback form. This is all I need.